5 Questions with LeRoy Butler. Now, here's Tom Silverstein.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 5 Questions with LeRoy Butler. Here we are following the Packers 28-17. Was that the score? Yeah, something like that. 27-18.
Yeah,
27-18, yeah.
Semantics, really.
Yeah, victory, and they are now 3-1-1.
Yes.
It almost feels to me like they've lost 2 straight because of their performances.
Yeah.
Well, because of the tie, and they've underperformed in their last 2 games.
Yes.
But, on the other hand, wins are wins, and you now have fewer losses in Detroit and Philadelphia. So you're in a good place from that standpoint. But how good should they feel about themselves?
I think they should feel real good because of coming off of a bye, to lose 3 straight would have been kind of worrisome. So now you stop that. Now you got to continue to win. But I'll say this: it's a few things I think they've cured, and a few things that's a head scratcher, and a few things that that problem may be there all season. And the one thing I think they've cured is starting fast. The offense, I think it's the thing now. Take the ball first. So if they get the ball first, they go right down. They just move the ball. You'll get 3, 4, 5 first downs. Convert on 4th down if you need to, like they did that. Because when I got to the stadium, McManus wasn't playing. So sick. We got a new kicker. You're thinking, oh boy.
Yeah.
And so I think the fast part you got down. Now,
as long as you don't throw an interception on the first series.
Yeah.
They moved the ball. You're right, they did. But they had 3 points there if they needed it.
Yeah, just throw it away.
Right, throw it away.
And that's what our coaches tell us in the meeting. They get the little pointer, but in the quarterback room, it's only 2 or 3 guys. But they put that pointer on you, and they're going to state the obvious. Yeah. I should throw it away. But they try to. Coaches, to me, are therapists because they want you to get to that level and say, "Oh, I know what to do, and I know the situation." Red zone, I can get 3 points. I got plenty of downs to be aggressive, but Jordan Love on the run throws the ball probably more accurate than anybody.
Yeah,
but
not that time.
Then against Cleveland, he took that sack outside the pocket where he could throw it away. So it helps your rating throwing it away than getting a pick. So that was a bad pick. But the defense came and put it out, but still put your team in harm's way. And the other thing that was a head scratcher, and I know I'm going forward, but down the stretch, you knew they were going to throw the ball to Jamar Chase, and you couldn't stop it.
No, you absolutely couldn't.
Because you had every coverage you wanted. You got your best corner on him.
And you're only rushing 4 guys. You had 7 guys dropping.
You got a guy over the top. Nixon got him underneath. And the guy was just, he was a varsity player. And you couldn't stop him. You're going to face more guys like that moving forward.
Not too many more guys like him. To me, that was like...
Nobody like him, but I'm talking about the one option.
Yeah.
You go into him. There was no secret.
Right.
They didn't care. They just looked at him the whole time, and they drove all the way down. And when they went for 2, it was some anxiety. If they got the ball back, couldn't stop the guy.
Yeah.
So they had to figure that part out.
Yeah, and they will face that again this week with a different type of player in Trey McBride, the Cardinals tight end. Who, there's no secret going anywhere.
Yes.
Marvin
He's
Harrison
going to get 10 to 12
Jr.
targets.
is considered their number 1 receiver, but no.
He's been banged up. Trey McBride is him and Laporta, and I even put Tucker Kraft in there. You need guys like that.
Yeah.
Because they have more space. Receivers operate in an area.
Yeah.
tight end operate in space. That's why I covered them for a living, and he's one of the best.
What were you thinking during the 17-play drive? Like, how do you get off the field when, they're hitting you for a lot of checkdowns and they're dragging you for some yards? What does it take to get off the field in that situation?
I've been a part of quite a few of those, and sometimes coaches would get upset, and then sometimes coaches will be like, "But they don't have any explosion plays, so we still have the momentum. If they go all the way down 17 plays and kick a field goal, I'll live with that.
Right.
But if they score, then it's an issue. But third down is like a turnover, and coaches used to tell us that. Third down, if you stop them on third down, that's like a turnover because we're going to get the ball back.
Yeah. Or
make them go for it on fourth. But that's the one that was coming out of the half, and you're thinking, okay, I think it was 10-0. I think.
Mm-hmm.
And you're driving down, and you're thinking if you could stop them, get the ball back. Neither punter punted in the second half, and that's something you got to figure out as well. But sometimes coaches get a little impatient and just start blitzing all over the place, and just throw them off. Because they were in a real rhythm. And remember now, this quarterback who you played earlier with Cleveland, Flacco, he just got there. So he was playing as if he's been there all training camp.
Yeah, I think
I got a lot of respect for Flacco, I do.
I think he played a little bit of a playground game, which was, okay, I got two of the best wide receivers in the league. I'm just going to put it on them. I mean, I kind of know what routes they're going to run, and I'm just going to put it on them, and they're going to help me.
See what happens.
Yeah, and it worked out perfect. I mean, the ball he threw to Chase for the touchdown, Keyshawn Nixon was in perfect position until Ja'Marr Chase wiggled inside him and put himself in perfect position. Not a lot of guys can do that.
Yes.
And, that Flacco just put it there. I mean, it normally should have been picked off with a lesser receiver.
Oh, when he left his hand, I thought it was picked.
Yeah.
I really did. But the closer it got to a physical push, he's a big receiver, too.
Yeah.
That's what he wants, you to get in to where he can kind of move. Because early in the game, they weren't going to him. They were just trying to run it, but they stopped the run. I was a little surprised that with that offensive line, we couldn't get more sacks.
Yeah. Well, Flacco gets it out of his hands, and he was really getting it out of his hands this time.
Yeah.
But, they doubled Parsons a lot, and they didn't get pressure from anybody else. Without Devontae Wyatt, they're not the same.
Yeah, and Van Ness, his sack, he just beat the guy. He just went around the guy. That was a great sack, but that knocked him back. That got him out of it was in the red zone, and that kind of knocked him out, and then the momentum started to kind of get it back. And it goes with protection, Tom, and it goes with getting sacks. Because you want to get up to where the team has to throw the ball and you just unleash your guys on them.
Yeah.
And I think that was the biggest thing going in this game. Hopefully you can get up so you can just go after Flacco.
And the last thing about the 17-play drive, in most cases you're okay with a team needing 17 plays because you figure at some point they're going to make a mistake. They're going to get a holding penalty.
Yes.
They're going to fumble.
They could turn it over,
throw a pick. It's hard to go 17 straight plays without making a bonehead mistake.
Yes.
And Cincinnati didn't. So, from a philosophical standpoint, it was a good drive. From an end result, it was not.
Yeah, because it kind of just took away, again, the momentum that you wanted.
Yeah.
And they just kind of hung around. And I'm sure Zach, the head coach,
Zach Taylor,
was saying, let's just hang around.
Yeah.
And eventually, it's a young team. They'll give us some opportunities.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like when Jordan got the ball back, he was never going to give it back to him. I saw something that Jordan loved. I got excited about it. Stay tuned for X's and O's because this guy threw a rope to MG, Matthew Golden, that was
great play on both ends.
No question.
Like chemistry there.
Yes.
Between the two that we hadn't seen before.
Yes.
And so that is a good play. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. The other thing was the re-emergence of Josh Jacobs.
Yes.
And he is the key to their. You can Tucker Kraft, you love him. The guy is one of the best tight ends in the league, and you got to give him the ball. But everything starts with Josh Jacobs.
Well, full disclosure, fantasy player.
He's on your team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back-to-back multiple touchdowns. I just want to put that out there. But when you throw him the ball, even people don't want to tackle him.
It's hard. It's hard. He's got such a low center of gravity.
And anytime he's close to 100 yards, they're going to win these games. Because people forget about this, but I'll remind them, before he came to the Packers, he led the league in yards.
Yeah, he had an 1,800-yard season with the Raiders.
And, catching the ball, that was his whole thing. So he's a complete back.
Yeah.
And I like the way that, because remember now, he came from the AFC when he was with the Raiders.
Yeah.
So he kind of knows these guys, but for the most part, he can take over a game.
Yeah.
And I really want to... Jordan Morgan had a great game to me, because you got them rotating. They're rotating, but he played a lot better, and I'm excited for him.
Yeah, I'm wondering if at some point, he'll just take over that spot on the right guard.
Yeah.
He needs some stability. He needs to stay in the same place.
That's a great point, and I think that helps younger players when they kind of know where I'm going to be. I could just study that.
Yeah.
And then kind of move left tackle, right tackle, guard. And so I think that's a good point. That's a good point.
Okay, so what is your biggest concern? We going into this Arizona game, Kyler Murray maybe playing, Jacoby Brissett would be the quarterback. They're a pocket passing team with Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's a tough loss to Indianapolis, but I think there are 4 losses that have been by like a total of 12 points or something like that. They've been in every game. What makes you nervous about going against them?
They play hard. You got to win on the road in this league. You know that. I mean, you got to win on the road, because that really sets your mind frame of, I'll play anybody, anywhere. It's a controlled environment. I have it, stopping Trey McBride. If you do that and shut down the running game, Brissett will give you an opportunity. He'll throw you a pick, but he also can throw it over your head. So my thing is, start fast again. You got to win. When you're on the road, we had this thing with Coach Bobby Bowden to win the first and fourth quarter. Was when you're on the road, win the first and fourth quarters. You go out, and especially on the road, and just be very aggressive. And your play calling and everything you do, you win those 2 quarters, the home team will have the crowd, but you take the crowd away in the first and fourth quarters, and you get out. And I don't know what the kicking situation is with McManus, but on the road, getting 3 points is paramount. Every drive, you got to get points. That's the way you got to think on the road. You got to get some kind of points. And if Sick is there to kick again, fine. I'm fine. He looked good to me.
Yeah, did pretty well,
He made his kicks.
He did, and they blocked well. Special teams had a best day of the year, 3 30-yard kickoff returns. But you did notice, though, you saw a lot of starters out there. Yes, you did. The entire offensive line was out on that. Heck yeah.
Maybe they're watching 5 questions ago. We talked about that.
I know.
Hey, man, listen.
Everybody and his brother was out on those kickoffs. On those
and I'm okay with it.
Plays.
Because if you can't, I saw Xavier running down on kickoffs, and you saw other guys out there. And remember, like you said, with Holmgren, he made all the coaches be involved. I think it's all hands on deck now, because you can't lose games, special team.
Right.
Yes.
Right, and that they didn't. They could have, in that game, it was close enough that special teams could have been a thorn in their side, but it wasn't. It wasn't. So, okay, let's go to your prediction.
Well, I always say the thing about the Packers, if they can score 30 points, they can beat anybody in the league, and they can go all the way to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to say 30-21. And the thing about it, Josh Jacobs continue to go off, but defense will get turnovers now. That's the only thing missing.
Mm-hmm.
You need to start getting the ball out, punching out, interceptions, something, because you got to start shortening the field a little bit. And that's why. But, that's a pretty high-scoring game, 30-21.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. What do you want to think before we head out?
Well, I have a new something. If you live in Brookfield, October 25th, I will be at the Kohl's there. Hager, the people who make our gold jacket, they're going to have 3 suits there premiering, and you can come there from 11 to 1. It's the Kohl's in Brookfield, Wisconsin. The first 100 people will get a signed 8x10 for free. Bring your kids over. We'll have some prizes and stuff like that. So Hager is putting out some really nice. So you can't have a gold jacket, but you can get the next best thing.
I can get a suit there, huh?
Yeah. I think they got blue, black, and gray, I think. So you look good in nice blue.
I might have to run over there.
Again, Tostitos is like the tradition, the Packers tradition. It's fantastic. So in tailgating, always get some nice dip, some Tostitos chips. Again, I want to thank Pick and Save. You can get my Elite Vodka there as well. And anywhere in Milwaukee, just go to visitmilwaukee.org and you'll see my face is called Ask LeRoy. And the last thing, go to charliebarons.com and check my guy out. He's on tour, it seems like everywhere. So,
all right. Don't forget X's and O's. We've got a couple of plays, including a nice connection between Love and Matthew Goldman.
That one got me excited.
All right. Until next week, we'll see you.